We start the program with the invocation, the lighting of the lamp. I call upon stage Dr. M.P. Ganesh, Ms. Geeta Devi, Mr. and Mrs. Raghavan, Mrs. Shanti Venugopal, our director Mr. Sabrish and Ms. Dr. Reshma, Sushila ma'am and Jesli ma'am to come on stage for the lighting of the lamp. And Mr. Satish.
शरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गणेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि गानचतुराय गानप्राणाय गानान्तरात्मने गानोत्सुकाय गानमट्टाय गानोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदैवताय गुरुकुलस्थायिने गुरुविक्रमाय गुह्यप्रवराय गुरवे गुणगुरुवे गुरुदैत्यकलाक्षेत्रे गुरुसन्मसदाराधाय गुरुपुत्रपुरिप्रात्रे गुरुपाखण्डकण्डकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गूढगुल्फाय गन्धमत्ताय गोजयप्रदाय धीमहि गुणाधीशाय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि.
Thank you, teachers. I now request our guests to stay on stage. I call upon Esther Florence ma'am to give the welcome speech.
All the wonderful people present today, it's my pleasure to begin this occasion by welcoming our parents, well-wishers, supporters and other guests to our 11th annual day celebration. on behalf of the management, staff, and students of Kinderdale International Preschool. We have all assembled here to celebrate yet another annual day with sports as the theme for 2023. We are also extremely proud to celebrate the 11th anniversary of our beloved school this year. With all the pomp and show, that's the characteristics of this show. Due to COVID and its hard impact, like all other institutes, even we had to curtail all our celebrations for the past 2 years. Hence, we are doubly happy to have you all here to witness your ward's accomplishment. Dr. MP Ganesh, a man who has successfully carved an impressive career for himself, is a former Indian professional hockey player and coach. I am honored and privileged to welcome our chief guest to our midst. We honor your presence and extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. Ms. Geeta Devi, a well-wisher of Kinderdale, the founder-director of Blossom IT Solution Private Limited, and an ex-employee of ISRO. She also worked in the IT department at Singapore and US. A special welcome to you, ma'am. A hearty welcome to Mr. Raghavan and Mrs. Jayanti, father and mother of Dr. Reshma. Mr. Raghavan is a retired mechanical engineer from Tech Master Engineering Private Limited, Cyprus. A very warm welcome to Mrs. Shanti Venugopal, mother of Mr. P.V. Sabrish. A hearty welcome to our directors, Mr. P.V. Sabrish, being a catalyst, genuinely cares and refines the gifts and talents of our young students, and Dr. Reshma, who stands by him. Sushila ma'am and our well-wisher, welcome ma'am. A very warm welcome to the headmistress, staff and teachers of Dignity Public School, Kannur, our member school. I request all your kind cooperation throughout this program by cheering your wards and making it a grand success. Have a sportified day. Thank you.
All of you on this glorious day. A goal of early childhood education should be to activate the child's own natural desire to learn, said Maria Montessori. An integral part of a meaning education system here at Kinderdale, I would like to say that there's no truer statement than this. Our annual day is definitely the happiest day on our academic calendar. I feel privileged as I stand here before you presenting our 11th annual report for the year 22-23. Kinderdale embarked on this monotonous journey in the year 2012, and today it's more only with absolute pride that we look back on the past 11 years. True, the last 2 years and the forward path and uncertainty staring at the educational institutions being rocky and risky at times, but our commitment and faith have been unwavering, leading us to the realization of every single dream that we have dared to visualize. We ought to provide a holistic early age education in its purest form. And at EduAccess, we strive non-stop to achieve this. An integrated curriculum with total number of 26 publications being designed and developed in-house by EduAccess that combines academics along with arts, sports, and other co-curricular activities is what we have adopted in our schools. And we find this is highly successful too. Along with academics, the training in sports and art is an ongoing process in our school through the entire academic year. Glory Sports trainers are engaged in training our children in various sports activities, which we are sure you will all agree, keeping in mind our recent concluded sports day. Our choreographer, Mr. Suman, is involved in training our students in dance and other cultural activities through the academic session. The outcome was was put forth during our Independence Day, Grandparents' Day, Gala Day, to name a few. We assure you that there will be no place for disappointment today. We are passionately focused on a value-based education that can help eradicate the evils that have become today's reality and ensure a better, civilized, and caring adult population for the future. This responsibility is not something that we treat lightly. I really have to mention here that we provide extra coaching for students who lag behind their peers at times. We seriously believe that every child is capable in his or her own way, and it is for us, teachers, to find that spark. Our teachers are trained in our global preschool concept at the induction program held in the month of May. Our Teachers Training Academy is entering its 8th year of service and has already impacted many lives positively. We have a well-researched curriculum, qualified trainers, proactive classes, and an impressive infrastructure. The course material and curriculum are thoroughly researched and crafted by the best minds in the field of early childhood education. The practical classes are conducted at Kinderdale Preschools and its branches and franchises. We are happy to say that all our trainees have found valued placements in reputed schools. CASA, Kinderdale Arts and Sports Academy, is a tailor-made opportunity for your children to excel in sports, dance, music, or martial arts, or any fun activities. An active occupation for your child for the after-school hours. This facility is available to children of other schools too. We also have an academic support scheme for children who need such help. The year that has been, we have had a year full of activities and accomplishments wherein our teachers and children excelled. Our academic calendar is so full of interesting activities that our students are on a fun trip through the year. We have introduced the Friday Talk program wherein children are required to speak individually on any given subject. This helps them to overcome their stage fear, shyness, etc., and improve their general knowledge, which we will witness in a short while from now. June was the month wherein we celebrated our Environmental Day, Yoga Day, and indulged in some gardening activity. In July, children took home their first artwork to celebrate Bakrid. August kept us busy with Shapes and Color Week, Independence Day, coloring competition, celebrating Janmashtami and Ganesh Chaturthi. September brought us with Teachers' Day, Fruits and Vegetable Week, a visit to the closed supermarket, and a fruit and vegetable salad day. Pookolam to depict the festive of Onam was observed. We celebrated Grandparents' Day as well. October was the time for cleanliness drive, Diwali, and Rangoli competitions for the teachers. In November, we celebrated Children's Day, Gala Day, and Seasons Week. December saw us celebrating Christmas and Secret Santa, a joy of giving. January, apart from this, we celebrated Republic Day as Talent Day, Flower Day, Animal and Pet Day, etc. We also had a flower arrangement competition for parents. A visit to a close-by farm was organized as well. February will have us conduct a dental checkup for your children, transport, community helpers day, and safety day, and also our sports day and annual day. March will be the time for graduation day for KG2 students and splash pool activities. Apart from all the fun and activities, we did conduct our assessments as well. We really have to thank our teachers, staff, and parents who have tried their best to make our year-long projects into an absolute fun time. The children, of course, have been the life and soul of these activities. So a big thank you to you all. I now call upon Mrs. Jeslie Sebastian to introduce the management staff.
To our parents and children, I am just talking about the staffs who was here. Management staff, teacher and assistants form the backbone of our institution. The following are our management staff. Mrs. Sudha Arun is our center head at Kinderdale International Preschool, and she has been with us since the last 5 years. Being a founder staff at Royal Concord International Preschool, she has an experience of 23 years in the field of education. I, myself, Jeslie Sebastian, with our parent company EduAccess as head of administration and business development. I have been here for last 7 years. Srimati Shushila Satish is one of our founder staff and is holding the post of creative writer and consultant. She has earlier working as assistant account officer in the office of the Account General Bangalore. Dr. Imma Rashid, a clinical product manager, CIE, clinical at Apollo 247, was working with Kinderdale as a center head. Presently, she is in our advisory committee and she is also a trainer, consultant, and well-wisher. Our teaching staffs, Mrs. Sharla M. and Mrs. Esther Florence, Mrs. Abita, Mrs. Avril Davids, Mrs. Sunita, Ms. Susanna, Ms. Esther Edwin, Mrs. Kanika Mary. Our assistants, Ms. Geeta, Mrs. Narayanama, Mrs. Anjaneyamma, Mrs. Kavita, Mr. Raju, and Mr. Ranganath. Thank you.
I now call upon Mrs. Kanika Mary for the introduction of our directors.
Our founder, Director Mr. Shabrish, is an MBA graduate from Christ College, Bangalore, and has a fellowship with the Life Underwriter Training Council, American Institute of Management. His earlier career was in the field of banking and finance, and he was the South Zone head of Carvey Finance, but it was the field of education that held his passion, and he opened his first school, Lambs Academy in Coorg, in the year 2000. He was steadfast in his vision, and this helped him to achieve the second milestone of his journey. Kinderdale International Preschool came to life in 2012. He founded EduAccess Educational Service in 2015, which housed a full-fledged research team, global preschool concepts, a franchisee and membership portal, a teachers training academy. It surely is a feather in his cap that he can boost off a few franchisees and members of the Dream School, Kinderdale International Preschool in both Coorg and Bangalore. Dr. Reshma, a dental surgeon, his partner in letter and spirit, provide constant support to his business venture, breathing life into every aspect of it. She is a practicing dentist and has been engraving her own success story for the past 18 years. But in spite her busy schedule, she contributes time and energy to Kinderdale, Dignity, and EduAccess, helping them to evolve as meaningful venture in every possible way.
I now call upon our mentor, Mr. P.V. Sabrish, to give his director's speech.
Good morning to everyone present here. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Padma Shri, MP Ganesh sir, dear parents, well-wishers, teachers, students of Kinderdale. Today we are celebrating 11th year annual day. Once again, warm welcome to one and all. The most exciting event our school program is annual day. We will encourage each child to participate in this program. Before that, I like to say a few words about our chief guest today. He never mentioned his accomplishments. He is a very simple and down-to-earth person, but his achievements are endless. Apart from being an Olympian, he has received many awards, some of which are the following: Arjun Award, Padma Shri, Silver Jubilee Dronacharya Award, Major Dhyan Chand Lifetime Achievement Award, and many more. He has made our nation proud. Sir, it is our privilege to honor and addressing this gather today. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Dear parents, let me brief you on NEP. The government is trying to bring about changes in the education system in India by increasing the GDP 1.6% to 6%. The NEP, National Education Policy, is brought for to making India a global knowledge superpower, and it will be only done by making education system for schools and colleges more flexible, holistic, and multidisciplinary, which will bring our students unique capabilities. The NEP is based on 4 pillars. Number 1 is access, equity, quality, and accountability. In the interest of learners in different stages. All stages will incorporate in Indian and regional traditions, ethical reasoning, socio-emotional learning, quantitative and logical reasoning, digital literacy, computational and scientific thinking language, and communication skills properly. First and foremost is the foundation stage, where our children are in the foundation stage, will be 5 years course, nursery to grade 2. Nursery 3 years, LKG 4 years, UKG 5 years, 6 years has to be completed for entering the first grade, and 7 years for grade 2. Here only the play and learn method is followed, and helping in children creative thinking level. Second, preparatory stage. In this preparatory stage, age group 8 to 11 years, that is grade 3rd to 5th grade. In this period, children will learn by discovering and have interactive sessions. Children will develop their thinking skill during this stage. Next is the middle stage, 6th, 7th, 8th grade will be focused on core subjects like maths and science. This will help children critical thinking level. This is in the 3rd level. Now the 4th and final is the secondary stage. In education level, the government is going to decide at 3 to 18 years from preschool to second PU. That is the secondary stage is the 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th, where students can choose subjects as per their will, and there are no subjects which are compulsory. They can take the choices how they want it from the 9th grade. So not only the NEP has given multiple choices for entry and exit classes. If 1 year degree has been completed, the students can get the diploma degree. 1 year if they wanted to exit, they will get a diploma degree. If upon 2 years completion, they will get advanced diploma. If they are completing 3 years degree, they will get bachelor's degree. If they, as the government is mentioned already, the 4 years degree if they are completing, they will get along with the degree, bachelor's degree, they will get PhD. So this is how the NEP is going to implement. It's already, the government is implemented the college level, the kindergarten level and the school level, government is going to implement by 2026. That's what we are expecting, that the new policies. And this will be definitely improve our quality of education in India. No doubt about that. Through our, and dear parents, through our Edu Access, we have done survey of the surrounding schools and concluded that many children are facing challenges reading and writing even 9th and 10th grade. See, in Edu Access, we have taken few projects. In that, the one of the survey we did, the surrounding the schools, we personally went and checked. The children are facing reading and writing in 9th and 10th grade. It may be government school or private school. All the schools, these challenges are facing. So, a student from 10th grade, I came across, had difficulty reading and writing Kannada, Hindi, English, 3 languages. The child said that during the pandemic time, his parents had not sent him to school. He was at home. Then I asked him, what about your nursery to 8th grade? Then I saw tears in his eyes. Then child said, each year when he's taken the exam, he failed. Then teacher is given the some other child's student paper to this child, then they again rewrite the test, then he promoted to each year. This is how, that child got now reached to 10th standard. So, see, his parents also not educated, were happy only because of his marks, and they never cross-checked the child's studies. So parents, there are many such children in the society. In this situation, whom to blame? Whether school, or teachers, or parents, or student. So this is a situation. So I can say you, this year our Karnataka government declared 5th standard and 8th standard board exams. So that is the one very important we have to take very positively, because here this will be help us to improve the quality education. Teachers, parents, students, school and management will put joint effort in these situations. And dear parents, Kinderdale always try to implement systematic education system along with our co-curricular activities, focusing on timing, assembly, national day programs, table manners, sports and dance. We'll encourage from in early age. Again, as a part of new education policy, value-based education is given more important. So God has given us wonderful children. So these children are doing so much for the world. Little change in our mindsets can bring about a great change in our society. Please watch this video so you will understand. Call up on stage our little princess, Gabriela. I request all our audience to encourage Gabriela. Dear parents, she's not a special child. She's a special to us and our Kinderdalers who are learning from her the way to care for others, share with others, and see the world in a beautiful way. So dear parents, this is how our Kinderdales, we have started value-based education. Children are learning how the values, caring and sharing. Thank you, Gabriela. Thank you so much once again.
Emotional now. I'm Gabriela's mother, Angel. I was not expecting to talk at this point, but thank you, sir, for this opportunity. I always say this to sir and to the management. There are many schools which rejected my child's admission, and I've been heartbroken, and I've been so touched by the gestures of the management and Sabrish, sir. They've been so inclusive. Every little thing they could do for my child, they've done it. I'm so blessed that my child got this opportunity. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Kinderdalers, can you clap for Gabriela? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Finally, I request you all, parents and audience, to encourage our children till the end of the program. Once again, thank you for your support and cooperation. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
I now call upon Sarla ma'am to introduce our honored chief guest.
Was born on 8 July 1946 in Kodagu, Karnataka, a region that has a rich tradition of developing hockey players. Dr. M.P. Ganesh, a man who has successfully carved an impressive career for himself, is a former Indian professional hockey player and coach. He joined the Indian Army in 1965 and although started off as a football player, he was encouraged to play hockey and represent the services in the National Hockey Championships. He was soon selected to play for India within a span of 2 years, representing India from 1966 to 1974. In all the international tournaments during which he played more than 100 matches, he earned the title Indian Tiger of Hockey. Due to his agility and speed. Here's a glimpse into MP Ganesh's achievements and laurels. Represented India in the Asian Games held at Bangkok in 1970, at Tehran in 1974, winning a silver medal. In 1971, played 6A-side hockey tournament at Malaysia and the first World Cup hockey tournament in Barcelona, winning a gold medal and bronze medal respectively. Dr. Ganesh was captain of the Indian team at the 1972 Munich World Olympic Games, winning a bronze medal. Captained India in the second World Cup held at Amsterdam, Holland in 1973, winning a silver medal. He was awarded the prestigious Arjuna Award in the year 1973, the highest award for a sports person in India. In 1981, he received the Silver Jubilee Sports Award of Karnataka, was honored with the Padma Shri in 2020, and was selected as Spokesperson of the Year 2021. A pride for Indian sports, dedicating his life for the upliftment and professionalization of sports in India, he has been the lone Olympian elevated to several high positions in sports for Government of India. Though a player in the hockey team, he had also marked a distinguished sports administrator and coach. Dr. Ganesh coached a leading club in Italy for 3 years from 1974 to 1976. The national team for 1980, Olympic Games at Moscow, which won the gold medal, Champions Trophy hockey tournament in 1985 and 1989, Asian Cup Hockey Championship in 1989, 1988 Olympic Games at Seoul, 1990 World Cup at Lahore, 1985, 1986 and 1988, which won Indo-Pakistan Test Series and international tournaments at Ipoh, Malaysia, Dubai and Nairobi, Kenya. His coaching accomplishments also include winning the Test Series against Pakistan hockey team in 1985, the gold medal in 3 Nations Hockey Tournament in 1985 at Dubai, and gold medal in Aslan Shah Hockey Tournament in 1985 at Malaysia. Dr. M.P. Ganesh from 1981 to 1986 served in the Department of Youth Services and Sports, Government of Karnataka. He was Executive Director of Sports Authority of India, SAI, from 1986 to 2006. Mentoring athletes involving in construction and improvement for the infrastructure, suggesting ways for development and growth of the game of hockey, initiating schemes for training facilities. Spending 25 priceless years in sports administration and dedicating his life to hockey, he has made India proud in many ways. In fact, this former hockey captain and coach even did a stint as the CEO of Karnataka State Cricket Association, thus proving his networking skills and versatility. Dr. M.P. Ganesh, in spite of being one of the biggest sporting personalities to have emerged from Karnataka, is so humble in nature. He was not only a talented sportsperson, but his administrative acumen has also contributed to Indian sports in some way or the other. A must-read book for every sport enthusiastic and hockey lover, Dr. M.P. Ganesh's autobiography, Living My Dreams, was published in 2021. An extract from his autobiography reads as follows. Everyone typically reaches the ultimate end of his journey, but leaving something for society remains the most important thing. The one who does so is the real winner. It might not be something big, but it can be significant. He dreamt, never gave up, and lived life completely. A warm welcome, you, sir.
Thank you, Sarla ma'am. I now request Dr. M.P. Ganesh, our honored chief guest, to address the gathering.
I will not address anyone individually. Big people are there, doctors, school administration head, those who are born to these great parents. I feel today I attended the best function in my life. For the simple reason, these children, our future heroes, and you are the parents given birth to these children, and the teachers, administrators. Have really no words for this small but then very, very happily and very constructively has organized this. Only when I came here, some parents were also there behind me or something. So they asked me to go there. They say functions are held here and parking is there. So the authorities here also should realize the guests, the parents, senior citizens, they come, they should also have some corrective measures where they can park somewhere. Not for me. I'm quite young, only age is big. For example, for these ladies, they won't be able to walk from there. By chance, if it is raining, then what you will do? So all these things should be taken care for the next time. The head of the school. From where I have to start? See, I am a sportsman. When we educated, we got our education and born to a very small farmer with 5 brothers and 1 sister. Walking 4 to 5 kilometers to go to the school, and after the school play some football and jog back to home. Most of you must have done it. I am not exceptional here. And come and have belly full of food, rice and sambar, whatever mother gives. Of course, lunch we had, but then how much we used to eat? Morning heavy breakfast, lunch, belly full. Then again go back by 5:30 you have another meal. Then again 8:39 one more meal. That was our diet. and mostly, sir, I think you people also done the same thing. But then that food was motherly, with lots of love. Mother has prepared it. And then there was no vitamins and all those things, what we call now latest food and all. No. So it's not there, only rice and sambar. Weekly once or twice, non-veg. That's all. That was plus milk, lot of milk, because cows were there, birds were there, so you used to eat. But then it was easy to get a job. Now I can see parents, young parents, they are tired. Maybe 5 days you have worked, now 6th day, children are troubling you, and these teachers are troubling you. Some people are all sleepy also. Sleepy, maybe there are two types. One is coming late from the office because you have to earn a lot of money. And number two is gone for some pub with friends and come back. But no one, in my opinion, most of you have not taken care of this age children. So only mother. Mother is finding difficult to hold them, teach them. Teaching is not possible there. Teaching is impossible for them. Teaching, they have to see and learn. Where they will look up to learn. They want to learn. But whom they will look up? Teachers? Most of the teachers are old, Delhi. What they will learn from them? Parents also, especially the father, sir. So, this is the situation these children are living. I heard 2-3 years, some exceptionally good lecturers, they have come and spoke to you people as chief guest. I am not well-learned person, but well-experienced person. No doubt about it. Was not interested in studies, ran away from home when I was 18 years. Ran away from home and joined army as Sipai. You understand Sipai? Those who are standing there and directing, no, you go there, go here. As a Sipai, I joined Indian Army. 1965. Most of you are not born, I think, then, no? Life was very good in army. That was the time Pakistan and India were having tension, war movement. So 6 months we completed our training. During that time, I was not allowed to play football. I was only SSLC pass then. You have patience to hear me, no? Otherwise you must tell, Ganesh, get down, I will go down. No problem. This is a different life what I have seen. That's why I want to talk to you people. You are all my brother, sister, my child, children. Why I am calling you my children? Because I have no children. I will tell you also that. My own children. They are all my grandchildren, but then I have no children of my own. Football, they did not permit me to play. I was playing very well football. So being a Kurgi from Kurg, so they asked me to play hockey. I had good speed. I had footwork because of the football. Messi, you must have seen, no? Playing. Who all have seen Messi? Not bad, but not very good also. Hardly people. Okay, I will ask one more question. Yesterday you have watched the TV, all of you? ISRO did something yesterday. What is that? Can you raise a hand? 1, 2, 3. God. ISRO launched D2 yesterday. And in 3 places they have parked the receivers. which can be used for our further development. It's the biggest thing. Parents, with my folded hands, if you don't see what you will teach your children, please give some time. TV. Otherwise, what you do? Fight is it at home? Don't fight. It's hard. Time is very small. Life is very, very small. You have married. Some shortcomings will be there. You have to adjust and love each other. Then only children will grow. For small thing, you have asked me to wash the vessels and all. Don't talk like that. Help them. Help them. You made me to cook. We both are eating, no? Within 2 years' time, I touched my hockey stick at the age of 18 and a half. I was in the Indian cap. Out of 60 in the country, I was one of them. See, this is what I'm telling you. These children you don't know. There will be so many astronauts, so many players, so many Kapil Dev, so many Sachin Tendulkar, so many Dhyan Chands. So if you neglect them now, neither they will reach there nor here, and they will be burden to you. Because you produce them. You have to take the burden. Don't depend upon these teachers. Teachers are also same parents. What you do at home, they do there only. When they come here, they are teachers. But they have not studied the life. Books and all they have studied. But life they have not studied. What is happening in you, in your house, in my house, same thing happens there also. They have their own children. Why they should take more interest on your children? They are getting salary. When they go for supervising and all, they do. Nowhere, no school is perfect. No child is perfect. No parents are perfect. Until and otherwise you don't take interest. You have, most of you are highly educated, I can see, from the way your hairstyle, your specs, I can make out. Highly qualified people, highly placed job also you have. And from 1969 to 74, I played 2 World Cups, captained the team, 2 Asian Games, 1 Olympics. And something went wrong in my thinking. Then I stopped playing hockey. I went to Italy, coached the Italian team. They qualified for the Olympics. This all I don't know. It's not my hard work or something. Something God has given everybody something in their body, physique, mind. We have to explore it. You have to take chance. You can't be very happy with the job you have, the salary you draw. Come and both of you come from different directions. Child is suffering because no one is there at home to look after. You have to spare some time. Sorry if I'm boring you, please tell me, I can walk out, no problem. But then this is the fact of life. I changed 13 jobs in my life. And I reached number 2 position in the country on sports administration. SSLC passed. My first salary was 25 rupees. Today I draw pension 1 lakh rupee per month. It's all how it happened. God gives the way, but then if you are not ready to accept that way and that risk, no, you will be there only. Kept on changing the job. Everywhere I got good officers to support me. At the age of 31, 32, it was necessary for me to have degree to get a job in youth services sports as number 2 in as special sports officer. Gundurao was playing with me badminton. Gundurao, you must have heard, the former CM of this state. So in one of the function, he called me. I went to distribute one prize to the children. So he called me. He said, Ganesh, what you are doing? See, this all happens in everybody's life. I said, I am the chief coach in National Institute of Sports, Bangalore. He called A.J. Anandan, who was the commissioner of sports. He was sitting behind, he called him. He made me to sit next to him. A.J. Anandan, the commissioner, was kneeling down. He said, you know him? I want him number 2 post in the state as special officer, sports. See, I was only SSLC pass. After he said, sir, then later on he called me, Ganesh, degree is a must. Otherwise, there will be objections. I sat private Osmania University, and I was not interested in studies. Now God made me to mug whatever is there on the book. I must credit my wife for this. She taught me, and I passed BA from Osmania University and got that job. 5 years I worked there, and I started sports school in Kudige, one in here near on the airport road. 5-6 sports hostels, Mangalore, Gulbarga, everywhere. Sports hostel where selected children are kept and fed and trained. And 7 sports divisions in the state. Karnataka was new for this system. This I learned when I was in the national camp in Lucknow, UP. Our coach was KD Singh Babu, 52 Olympic gold medalist. He was doing all these schemes. So that registered me, and I came and started in Karnataka. More than 45 Olympians came out of these schemes. From there, people did not allow me to stay here. They took me to Delhi, Sports Authority of India. I worked about 20 years with them. I was regional head for South in Kengeri. And later on, I was promoted as number 2 in Sports Authority of India. By that time, what had happened? I'll tell you, you give me some time. Once again, I will not come to this school, don't worry. No, I want to give you some pep up so that these children will become like me or more than me. I want them, not for myself. From today onwards, you may be number 1, number 2 in your company. You must be drawing 5 lakhs per month, whatever. That all zero if your child has not achieved your post. I tell you, you be serious on this, otherwise you will be suffering. Throughout life you are suffering. I missed the link. Where was I? Delhi. I was in Delhi. So, I have done MA then in Bangalore when I was working as regional director, Sports Authority of India for South. One day what had happened, I have no hesitation to tell you. One of my cousin was deputy secretary in Rajbhavan, governor. CM Ganapati's name, my cousin. So, 2 functions, one 26th January and the other one is 15th August. Some function, Rajbhavan, he used to call us also. So about 20-25 Kurks will also be assembling there. Sir, one day this Ganapati in front of Kurgis, he stood up and shook hand with me. He said, Ganesh, tomorrow you are getting doctorate from Bangalore University. So everybody congratulated me. And that next day, Rajbhavan, he has mentioned, add one more name. I will not name them, okay? One more. This is because I was serving the university. I brought bulldozer and made them about 7-8 grounds free of cost. So that VC wanted me to recommend for doctorate, not by education, for my deed. So Rajbhavan governor said, no, you add one more to this name. It came back. Big insult for my wife, not for me. I was not expecting. She said, now you have to pass MA. So I got enrolled in Bangalore University only as a student. But then two, three students used to come during lunch, and after the evening, they used to teach me what they have learnt in the school. So I passed MA. See, this all what happens. Why education and sports should go hand in hand. Otherwise, you can't go up. Lot of cricketers, education is SSLC only. They are not able to mingle with people, but lot of money is there. So what they will do? So don't give importance to money. I tell you, money will take you a wrong route. Money is required. Ma'am. Sorry, sir. I am not disturbing you now. No. Some argument is going on. She must be telling something. You said no. He is speaking nonsense. It's not that. Sorry, don't mistake me, okay? So, I got past MA. Now, my wife's ambition to do PhD. I did MA in English. Okay, sir? So, I went to university to VC. I said, sir, give me admission. He says, no, Ganesh, you have done in English. You have to do PhD in English only. I said, what for? How it will help me? He said, no, I can't help you. Luckily from Madurai University, the VC came and stayed in our center. It's about 105 acres center. He stayed there and he enjoyed, and while going he said, Ganesh, you want any help? I said, sir, I want one admission. Can you help me out? He said, you come to my university, I'll give you admission. I got admitted as outside student, no. Then I did PhD in hockey only. I wanted doctorate, that's all. So I did in hockey only. I watched one tournament in Chennai. I analyzed the skills, all those things. I got it from university. Like that, from SSLC, I got doctorate in the year 2004. See the difference. 2006, I have retired. So education was an important, and my wife was insisting, you should do it. So that's how husband and wife should go together, hand in hand. Clap for this at least. No, it's very important, sir. Please don't see. You're all like my son. My son. I will come to my son now. Okay. My wife is having little coffee estate and all. Okay, I am not having. So from Italy, she said we got married when I was in Italy. She finished her BA exam. I came from France. I was playing a match there. And the very next day we got married. Okay. And we went back. First day only she said what to eat. Said prepare some rice and all. So she was cooking rice. Okay. And how to see whether rice is cooked or not. So she picked the whole, what you call it, chamcha, no? Chamcha or whatever you call. And she started doing this. I said, Prema is not like that. One seed is enough to see whether it is cooked or not. See, this was her knowledge in cooking. Slowly everything will come. And I supported a little bit. I knew a little bit. Like that, today also we are very happily married. Happily married. Doctor should go for it. Am I right, doctor? We got introduced to them through my wife only. Some dentist problem, then we came. Okay, then she charged very heavily. I said, yeah. Then bad luck, for my bad luck, I also got it. Then I went there. She made little money out of us. Then they fall in love, both husband and wife. Said, no, for our school you have to come. Shall I tell you one thing? My eldest brother's wife died 3 days back. I am supposed to remove all hair and all. Tomorrow I had to go to Coorg. But I have committed to this, to see you all. I said, no. After this, I will go to barber, remove it, then we'll go. See, this is the commitment. Practically I am speaking, I have not learned from book and all. This is my practical life. Don't have any small issues between husband and wife. Children will learn it. How much time you give to your children? Please tell me. If somebody is giving more than 2 hours, raise your hand. Sir, enough. Can't be. Really. Please, first man, you please get up. Sir. Yeah, you only raised your hand. After seeing you, everybody raised their hand. Sit down, sir. So this is what life takes you. My son had a disease called myopathy, muscular dystrophy. Any doctors here, sir? Doctor, you have to get some doctors to children to bring. He lived with us 20 years and 22 years back. He would have been now 44, 45. But then for me, my wife is my mother and I am her father. So we live very happily. There is a sorrow thing is there, but then we have to, this is life, we have to take on. My purpose of telling all these things is only simple. Give time to your children. Don't fight in front of them. When you bring them to the school, don't do it. Don't take wrong roads, going left, overtaking from right, all those things, please don't do it. Because they will also learn the same thing. My father used to tell, my son used to tell, he used to come and watch us playing little game and all. He used to fight with everyone. My father is the greatest player. You are the leader for your children. They will not take anybody else. You are the best leader as far as they are concerned. Give them time and teach them also whatever you can. And school will also help you to come up. if my involvement with you people today, even 10% you people agree, I am successful person today. Anything left? Anything you, enough no? Boring also. Take care. Thank you, ma'am. Where is director? Director, sir. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ? Thank you very much. Tell me how many of you from Karnataka? 25%. Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Northeast. I told them today is the last program for me here. Okay. After first program, he said one of his friend, big school it seems, and they wanted me. I said nowhere I'll go. I'll come for your two schools. Not that I can't go.
You're the motivation for young generation, sir.
All the best. Thank you very much. God bless you. Take care. Be a hero for your own children. That itself enough. God will help you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your motivational speech. A big round of applause and a standing ovation to Dr. M.P. Ganesh. Thank you, audience. Please be seated.
Can you guess my age? One of you. Huh, sir? 76. See, this point I told governor when I got Padma Shri, so he arranged a party and all. I said, sir, how young you are? He says, he called me. Ganesh, don't tell anyone. I am actually 74, but my school certificate says 72. I looked at him. Don't worry, everybody in India is having two date of birth. Most of us, because when we all born, no, parents were not aware to register and all those things. Some date, something they will give. And everybody is having two birthdays. So enjoy yourself. So I am now, to be precise, this year I am completing 78.
Parents, now we have a surprise as well as for the chief guest. Mrs. Esther Florence will now show us her talent with the glue and glitter art. Esther ma'am, thank you very much. We now have the felicitation of the chief guest. I call upon Mr. P.B. Sabrish, Dr. Reshma and Mr. Raghavan on stage.
They are all God and Goddess as children with us. We can't manhandle them, we can't scold them, don't teach bad language, don't use bad language at home, even to the servants. It's only one life we are going to live. Why can't we enjoy it, bring them up, be a role model to the society? Not that I am role model, no, definitely not. But then we all can. All the best. Thank you, sirs, madam. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, children.
We now have the felicitation by Mr. P.V. Sabrish, Dr. Reshma and Mr. Raghavan. Can we have Gabriel on stage, please? Thank you, sir. I request Mr. Raghavan, Mr. Sabrish and Ms. Dr. Reshma to stay on stage. I now call upon stage Mrs. Shanti Venugopal, mother of Mr. P.V. Sabrish. Mrs. Shanti Venugopal was a planter. Mr. Venugopal, her husband, served in the Indian Army. He passed away in a tragic accident at the age of 34. She was widowed at the age of 28. Mr. P.V. Sabrish was just 2 years at that time. She has struggled very hard to bringing up her 4 children, 3 girls and Mr. Sabrish. A big round of applause for Mrs. Shanti Venugopal. And Mrs. Reshma, please. Suman Johnson, sir. We next have the Certificate of Excellence Awards for our teachers and other staff. I'll have Vaishnavi Shabrish call out the names.
Miss Jessie Sebastian, Head of Operations. Mr. Naveen Kumar, Technical Support and Creative Designer. Miss Esther Florence, Teacher. Mrs. Kanika Mary, Teacher. Mary ma'am, please come on the stage. Mrs. Sarla, Teacher. Mrs. Esther Dorothy Edwin, teacher. Teacher.
They are trainee teachers with Edu Access Teachers Training Academy. And next, Mrs. Narayanama. Apart from teachers, these are assistants who take care of your children, parents. Please give them a big round of applause. Mrs. Anjan. Mrs. Kavita. Ranganath. Inaya came to us when she was 6 months old, and now she's 1 year, 2 months old. Dhruva Vasudev. Do you have Dhruva Vasudev? Next one, ma'am. Don't take it. Next, ma'am. Second to Mrs. Abita, parent of Alina. Mrs. Victoria, mother of Keron, and Mrs. Shrisha, mother of Gitika. Keron and consolation to second place, mother of Ali, KG1. Second place, Mrs. Roka. And third place to Mrs. Shushma, mother of Kayesh Gowda. Consolation prize to Mrs. Suhana Sheikh, mother of Meher. Place to Suhana Sheikh and Mrs. Shilpa. The first place goes to Mrs. Jovita, mother of Tiana. Second place to Mrs. Sangeeta, mother of Shan Sangeeta. Second place to Mrs. Sangeeta, mother of Shan Sangeeta KG2. Consolation places to Mrs. Reena, mother of Kushal, and Mrs. Vindhya Rani, mother of Danyata. Parents, I know you're all tired and hungry. Put your hands together. Mother of Dhriti, third place. Can we have Bhadra Lakshmi's mother please on stage? The second game, Mrs. Ritu, mother of Arna. Mother of Arna. The second place goes to Mrs. Kiranmay Yamini, please. Mother of Laranya. Mother of Yuktashri. Mother of Yuktashri. Next we have Madhav Rakesh's mother, Mrs. Sarika. Parents, please put your hands together for the parents. They have participated in our sport. And third place, Mrs. Bitika Sen, mother of Devansh. Is Mrs. Farzana here? The first place. Next we have the couple race. Mrs. Meenakshi and Mr. Karthik, parents of Adiran. And the third place goes to second place goes to Madhav Rakesh's parents, Mrs. Sarika and Mr. Rakesh. And the third place goes to Kayesh Gowda. KG2, the first place of the couple race goes to parents of Mohammad, Mariam and Zainab, Mr. Ishtiaq and Mrs. Shaista.